Hello and welcome to the Carnegie Report. It is April 2022. My name's Gary Peer.
And I'm Lior Samuel.
You are Mr. Carnegie. Can I refer to you that way?
That's it, Gary. You can, whatever you like.
Fair enough.
What about Murrumbeena too?
Okay, Mr. Murrumbeena, Mr.
3163,
Carnegie,
let's call it all in
Mr.
one.
Huntley, Mr. 3163, Mr. Worldwide. Who said that? What's the name? Pitbull. Anyway, just showing that I'm with the times. Lior, it's been so exciting in terms of what's been going on in Carnegie, Murrumbeena. We've got selling the best homes. We've got some fantastic operators. Some new people have joined the organisation, which is exciting as well. So there's lots and lots to talk about. And of course, we haven't recorded one of these episodes for a long time. We kind of didn't really want to do it on Zoom.
Trying to be COVID safe, Gary.
Trying to be COVID safe. Now we're just coughing and breathing all over each other. So we've just thrown caution to the wind. But it has been a very exciting time, and of course, if we reflect back, particularly last year, springtime, and we won't go back further than that, but the market just reached a whole new level. There were new record prices being achieved in and around the area. We're seeing houses and blocks of land selling for $2 million and $2.5 million. We're seeing houses in Bentley selling for over $3 million now. It's quite extraordinary as to what's going on.
Very much so.
What's your take on the market in and around Carnegie?
Yeah, look, I think after lockdown last year, October, November, we saw, the demand was so huge. People locked up, wanted to get into it. We saw a bit more come on December. Things sort of taking shape and it's starting to plateau a bit in certain price points, but House and Land still continues to remain strong. But it's good. It's more of a balanced market.
Some of the apartments are a bit slower to sell, particularly some of the modern ones in the newer blocks. They're definitely taking a little bit longer to get through. But established apartments are selling well, apartments with courtyards and terraces are selling well, and then townhouses selling well, land selling well, houses on land, unrenovated houses, latest renovations, they're all selling well.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of investors returning to the market, also gravitating a bit more towards sort of land offerings for capital appreciation, the long-term gain in that respect. But also property management has also picked up. We had during the COVID times, the last 2 years were a bit soft, but definitely the days on market in terms of things getting leased, Gary's definitely turning around much quicker.
Very true, very true. And we've been busy selling such a variety of properties, from projects to blocks of apartments to single apartments and everything in between. Let's talk a bit about some of our sales, just review for the viewers of what's been going on in and around Carnegie. Might start off with the block of apartments just last week in Murrumbeena Road. I think that was
First Avenue.
First Avenue. It was being priced kind of in that mid to high twos and sold in that region. Good block of apartments, 8 apartments.
Yeah, just off Kangaroo Road there, First Avenue. Yeah, look, those apartments, solid brick, late 60s, 70s, always do very well. And what a good investment for the lucky buy there. And
No doubt. The other interesting project and the interesting property that we've been involved with not too long is at Lake Street, Carnegie, number 4 Lake Street. 8 apartments, not yet built. I shouldn't say apartments, townhouses. 8 of them, all gone, none left. What's going on there?
Look, I think in terms of a quality project, boutique subdivision of only 8, but I think, Gary, that price point, people trading up from apartments can't afford the freestanding homes for 1.7, 1.8. That sort of sweet spot between that 1.2 to 1.4 is very, very hot at the moment.
Yes.
And people sort of want low maintenance, living with all the modern cons, in a good position, hence a quick sellout by Julian Millman and the projects team.
Yes, shout out to Julian Millman, Jacob Kingston, Lisa Alberts, Rafi Joffe, all of our project marketing team. If you're looking at doing a project, speak to them, because they will clear out your stock for you, your properties, no problem, and there's 8 gone and they haven't even been built yet, so well done again. On a more one-on-one or individual basis, let's talk about some of our sales. I know 1 at 10 at Winalta Road was quite a popular sale.
Yeah, well, that was handled by Aviv and my brother Aviv Samuel and David Thompson. That was a popular single level, 1 of 2 on the block, only a 2-bedroom unit, but it sold really, really well. There was 2 bidders, sold for $1,190,000 for a single level 2-bedroom unit.
Rosella Street's a great spot, undisclosed, but that was an interesting story.
Interesting story. So traditionally, Gary, a 4-week campaign for a normal auction. After literally a week and a half, we had a lot of buyers jumping at us, wanting to offer prior. So Jack and I made the call to bring things to a close early. We had a number of buyers wanting to offer over the expected price range. So we called the auction early. We did it on Thursday evening, 6:30 at night on site, and we had 3 buyers go crazy for it. The price was undisclosed, but lo and behold, an amazing outcome there. Sold close to $200,000 over the reserve.
11 Poth Road also, price undisclosed, but interesting property. Tell us a bit about it.
Interesting property, sold before auction as well. Poth Road, call it Gillsland Road in Murrumbeena, not too far from Chatty and Chatston Shopping Centre, if you want to be the absolute sort of politically correct. we like to call it chatty. But yeah, that sold before auction, and yeah, lovely home and a good opportunity for the next buyer.
Ormond has been a great market for
It
us.
has.
We've got Ormond surrounded because we've got between our Caulfield, Bentley, Murrumbeena, Carnegie, and even our Bayside office, we've kind of got a nice circle around Ormond, and we're getting some great results there. I know I very much enjoyed doing the auction there on New Lumpner Road, which was very, very popular. I think we had 7 bidders competing for that terrific property, so that was a lot of fun. But also Wall Street Ormond's an auction worth talking about.
Yeah, you got to love a good Californian bungalow home with a north-facing rear with a beautiful open plan extension, and that's what it was, and it was perceived very well by the buyers in the marketplace. We sold it for $2,105,000 to a lovely family actually living in Bentley, and yeah, 3 buyers went for it, and it was a good auction. I did it in the backyard there and near the pool, but yeah, it was quite a hot Saturday afternoon.
As long as
that
it
day.
didn't fall in the pool, that's something you just don't want to do as an auctioneer. It's not a good look to be a wet auctioneer. 83 Truganini Road, another property that sold for $1,450,000. Tell us a little about that one.
Yes, 83 Truganini Road, right where the 67 tram, sort of the terminus, comes to a close there. That was a really nice offering, built by a very nice, a great architect, Michael from Giselle Architecture, and sold for $1,450,000. Interesting story, an expat living in Singapore bought that one, and we'll be renting that out for him soon. But if you want something special in terms of a rental, check that one out. But it was a great townhouse and very unique for the area.
We've got some great offerings as well, Leo. That's a good review of our sales, but I had a look at this home. I just saw the facade and I sort of fell in love with the look of this house in Henty Street in Murrumbeena. Comes up for auction this weekend. Can you tell us a bit about this great looking property?
Yeah, so that's a great pocket of Murrumbeena, right in the heart, not too far from Murrumbeena Crescent and Kangaroo Road. Henty Road, beautiful period home there. It's got so much period charm, great accommodation for a growing family. This is a beautiful home. I think it's going to go really well. Jack Slater's had some really good numbers through it. Check that one out if you're looking to buy or you want to see a good auction.
Come along to the auction at 12:30 Saturday. I might just see you there. I know you and I have got a very busy schedule this Saturday, and so has Philip. I think I've got 6 auctions. I think you've got 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And Philip's got 6, so it's going to be a hell of a busy Saturday, which is just how we like it to be. Now, not quite as expensive, but as well situated as Henty Street is this property in Murrumbeena Road. Tell us a little about it, please.
Yeah, it's a great one, that 41 Murrumbeena Road, done by the Pace Development Group a few years back, but it's only only 3-level low rise as opposed to a tower, near our Murrumbeena office in not far from Murrumbeena train station, but that's a good pocket of Murrumbeena between Dandenong Road and Neerim there. If you're looking for something for an investment or first home, definitely check that one out.
For those that watch Seinfeld, you'd know the term "Hello, Newman." And we've got a property now, 2 at Newman Avenue. You could say hello to this fantastic looking town residence. What a great looking property. Very, very interesting facade.
Yeah, in a boutique subdivision, we know it well. We originally sold them not off the bat, well, whilst they were under construction a few years back. But that's a great home as well. Plenty of accommodation, basement car parking. Check it out if you want something special.
2 at 9 Centre Road, Carnegie. Not to be mixed up with the other Centre Road. This is Centre Road, Carnegie. It's a little bit different.
Off Truganini Road.
But a great looking single level villa. Looks like this is going to be quite an affordable option.
Yeah, so it's the rear unit, 1 of 2 on the block, and they're very popular because no developers are buying land and putting 2 single level homes on it. They're obviously going up as much as they can. But that's a good entry point to the Carnegie market if you want something in a small subdivision.
I like the look of this block in Kooruga Road. That's 2 at 33 Kooruga Road, Carnegie. Also upcoming, and I think Dan Dyson's been handling that one.
Yeah, Dan Dyson and Dave Thompson are selling this 2-bedroom apartment. It's a nice refurbished block, good first home opportunity and also for an investor as well.
Truganini Road is a great address, Leo, and this is a really good looking home. I know Jack Slater, who is somewhat of a Carnegie icon and specialist, of course, is handling this great looking home. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's a period home, sort of more of as a narrow block, but it's got great proportions in terms of backyard and scope to do so much work to it at the back, potentially to extend outwards there. But yeah, great area of Carnegie, right near Carnegie Primary School, and got all the period charm.
Coming up on the 23rd of April, make sure you're there. We'll finish off our review with this property, and there's more. We could be here for, thankfully, a lot longer, but we're just trying to bring you the best of 1 at 78 Warnack Road, Carnegie, being handled by Graham Callan. Tell us about this great looking property.
Graham is handling this one. It's going to be a popular one as we've sold a lot of villa units. Unfortunately, we can't cover off on them all today, but that one's really nice, being at the front of the block. Nice sort of subdivision built around the 90s. Yeah, check it out. It's a fabulous space, especially if you're a downsizer.
Expected to attract interest in the high 7s through to the early 8s. That's a bit of a wrap of some of the properties we've got. We're blessed to have some great listings, and we're grateful for every opportunity we get from every vendor wanting to sell in Carnegie, Murrumbeena and surrounds. It's been a very exciting time, and the Carnegie office has celebrated its
Seventh
year. So happy
In March,
birthday. Happy birthday for last month. 7 years in Carnegie, and when we look back and review from when we ended up taking on the Biggin and Scott office to then joining up with Thompson's, there's been a lot of great talent that's come with us, a lot of wonderful people and a lot of growth. People who started off as kind of independent agents now have their own teams.
That's right.
And are growing. So we love seeing our young people grow and succeed and emerge and make their way through the ranks. So well done to all of those people, and thank you to all of the people in our Carnegie and Murrumbeena office, not just in sales, but in admin and marketing and property management as well. We appreciate all the great work you've done. But we wouldn't be a business if it weren't for those people that gave us an opportunity, whether they're landlords or whether they're vendors. Just want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be your agent. We don't take any business for granted. So thanks for being on board.
Thank you.
A big wrap on the Carnegie report, and of course it couldn't happen without your wonderful leadership. So good on you, Leo Samuel, who is the director of the office, has made all things happening together with some of the other Carnegie icons, including your brother Aviv Samuel, who does an amazing job, Jack Slater, Graham, David Thompson, Dan Dyson, Rishi is doing an amazing job as well. We have Noah Briggs we have as well, and we have Lucy also now
Lucy and Dizzy as well.
involved. And Dizzy, we now have our own Mandarin speaking agent as well, Dizzy Wang, who's doing some great work. So you couldn't get a better team to deal with. Give us a chance to help you out in Carnegie and surrounds. That's a big wrap on the Carnegie report. It's good to be back in front of you, bringing you the news. We're post-COVID. We're over all of the misery and all of the darkness and gloom. There is the light at the end of the tunnel, and we are in the end of the tunnel, glaring into the sunshine and brightness. Looking forward to bringing you all the real estate news. I'm Gary Peer.
And I'm Leo Samuel. Have a fantastic week.
See you next time.